Roscoe here with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about my top 10 Mario Kart tracks in Mario Kart Super Circuit. Do I look a little different? Well, fitting, because this game is kind of different. Super Circuit has always kind of been the weird Mario Kart, the odd one out in the series. But why is that? It's hard to explain. It just feels different. It has the gameplay and map design of Super Mario Kart, but the graphics, roster, items, and other aspects from Mario Kart 64. Plus a bit of weird flair, just to be sure. It even lets you play as the question mark box. Okay, well, that's not true. Well, that'd be kind of cool though. Regardless, I think this one is going to be pretty fun. So let's get into it and see which one of these tracks is the best in the first Mario Kart on the go. So coming in at number 10 is Broken Pier. And well, broken is right. This place is a dump. The walls are barely up, there's holes everywhere, and there's no water in sight. What kind of pier is this? At least it uses the concept to its advantage. This place actually has some nice atmosphere. Angry mountains loom in the distance as you weave around holes, using the boost pads carefully and trust that those rickety panels don't give out on you. Oh, and these ghosts can get a little too friendly there. So nice of them to relieve you of those coins. Who needs them? This track looks the part, acts the part. You feel like the track could break apart at any moment. Good atmosphere, nice challenge. But seriously, can we get some carpenters out here or something? At number 9, we have Rainbow Road? Are they just getting worse or something? Okay, so comparatively, this one might be a little weak, but you gotta admit it as an interesting gimmick. Almost every single side is a jump. This makes this track one of the craziest and most hectic Rainbow Roads around. You aren't ever safe. Every turn is a threat, and this track just so happens to be one of the most generous when it comes to boost panels. Great! Though this does give some opportunity for some insane shortcuts, and the mastery you could have on this track is incredible. This Rainbow Road might be a little annoying and frustrating. I mean, I personally think it's one of the most challenging, but it can be incredibly rewarding to those willing to master it. And hey, look at this. Oh, yeah, no, I totally meant to do that. Number 8 is going to be Snowland. Wow, award for the most creative name goes to... Okay, so aside from that, this track is the solo representative of snow in this game, and I think it makes a good impression. The track layout is relatively simple, but quite open for a Super Circuit track. It gives you options on how to traverse the ice and snow, and to dodge the snowmen and the penguins and icy water. Wow, this map really is snow level incarnate. Well, I like it. It's simple, to the point. You want snow? There's snow. And the ice physics don't really get in the way. Like I said, gives you quite a lot of breathing room. It's honestly a lot like the name. Simple, familiar, and to the point. Huh. Funny how such a plain name just kinda works. Kinda. I could've tried a little harder though. So coming in at number 7 is Cheep Cheep Island, the better of the two beach tracks in the game. This one isn't too complicated. We got a beaches with a good amount of space, but with crabs to dodge. Then we got the docks with no obstacles to dodge, but are quite tight and challenging to maneuver. All the while listening to that nice beach tune seeing the sun glistening on the water, and a giant fish that seems to breathe more air than water. Really, this is just a solid beach track with not much to hate. The only problem would be it can be a little hard to traverse with these controls. You know what I'm talking about. The SNES controls are back, and you might be seeing me praise tracks that do their best with these limitations. In number 6, we have Sky Garden, one of the most creative themes for a track in the game. This one is very memorable because of this, and it has a pretty ambitious track design for the Game Boy. It's got windy turns and well-placed jumps, and as the name suggests, it's in the sky, so if you go off the track, you are gone. It's kind of a pseudo Rainbow Road, really. I think this one is a very momentum-based track, and if you can keep up the drifts and the turns, then you'll be flying through. Of course, that isn't very easy in this game, but hey, it tries to make it work. Breaking into the top 5 is Yoshi Desert. What does Yoshi have to do with deserts? I don't know. I guess he's the Sphinx around here. Regardless, this is actually a really good desert track. It's got what you want, a healthy amount of sand traps and even a nice oasis. But don't get too close. The only thing it's really missing is some fried squid. I really feel like we're owed that by now. The track design is also really good for this game. It has open turns that don't punish you too hard, but also gives you things to either avoid or run into, like boost panels, which is how I think these sorts of controls should be handled. Also, honestly, one of the best tunes in the game. For such tiny speakers, this thing can still pump out some good quality scores. At number 4, we have the legendary Ribbon Road. Wait, it isn't legendary? Well, it should be. This track is awesome. Once again, such a unique and fantastic theme. Love how experimental this game gets. Ribbon Road is one of the twistiest tracks there are, and I think it handles boost panels and jumps the best in this game. You rarely feel entirely overwhelmed, which I feel can be a big problem with boosts in this game. The turns are generous enough to give you room to work with the increased speed, but it also doesn't hold your hand. It is quite a crazy track, and you gotta respect it. Still though, driving around in Present Land on a road made of ribbons, who thinks of this? Now, continuing with the zany themes, we got Cheeseland at number 3, and just take a moment to appreciate that. Cheeseland. I guess this is where the Mousers come from. So aside from A+ theming, it's also a really fun track to boot. It's a near perfect balance of fun and challenge. It works with you. It knows you're playing this on a Game Boy. And not only does it give you the space to move, but it also gives you some cheese too. And the Mousers provide a light, but appreciated obstacle. I mean, you are driving around on their food supply. You know, this track kind of makes you wonder. I mean, the ground is cheese. The settlements in the distance, they're all cheese. The planet, it looks like it could just be made out of cheese. The houses are cheese, the schools are cheese, the governments are cheese, even the cheese is cheese. Anyways, watch out for the ramp. It'll get you if you're not careful. Wait a second. The ramp is cheese. Coming in at number 2, we have Bowser Castle 3. So you may have noticed that there's a lack of Bowser Castle on this list. And that's because they're, for the most part, just fine. Some are too forgettable or frustrating, but this one gets it. This one is fantastic. It gives a good challenge that feels like it was made for this game. I know, crazy. But it keeps things tight, but also open with room for error. It's like Yoshi Desert. It gives you things to avoid that are quite manageable, but you'll have to be careful. It's hard to explain. This one just feels right. And it's not just because it's blue. There are deep mechanical and design reasons as to why this track is great. But the blue does help. Yeah. Before I get to our number one, I got some honorable mentions. And at number one, we have Sunset Wilds. And honestly, for me, there isn't much of a contest. This track is just excellent, and I'm actually quite shocked we haven't seen it remastered. It's just such a rich track in design alone. The mountains in the distance with Shy Guy tents and the rocks and cactus adding texture along the sides. Huge footprints from some mysterious creature, and deep mud with boost pads sprinkled throughout. And of course, its namesake, the sunset, which actually sets as you race. Wow, a dynamic track look? On the Game Boy? They must have used this whole thing's processing power for that. And then the design is exactly what you would want from this game. A more open design with obstacles and goodies sprinkled throughout. Easily dodged, but requiring focus. Really, it's just a really well-designed track that looks fantastic and is a great showcase of what this little Game Boy can really do. And there you have it, the most forgettable Mario Kart with some surprisingly memorable tracks. It was the first handheld Mario Kart, and I gotta appreciate it for that. As a kid, it was my sister's game, but I certainly borrowed it enough times to grow a fondness for it. And, I mean, it's packed with more content than you'd expect. I mean, this thing has 5 cups on it. And this is before retro cups were the regular. Not that it's lacking any of those. It's pretty impressive for what it is. But, is there a reason to go back and play it today? Well, if you're looking to expand your Game Boy Advance library, it's hard to do better than this. And maybe if you're looking to experience a racing game that you may have overlooked, but I gotta admit, it is kind of overshadowed by its successors. But it's surprising. It's still good, it's solid, and it has some fantastic tracks in it. So, you know, if you ever have overlooked it in the past, I mean, Mario Kart Super Circuit it's a worthwhile title for sure. But I believe that's all I gotta say about it for today. That's my list. That's the way it goes. So let me know what you guys think about it in the comments below if you have any thoughts. But until next time, guys, see ya and stay awesome.